Ask any Brit what they think of the UK today. They'll say one thing, and one thing only. It's completely ruined. Now, in this video, we're gonna go to the heart, the very heart of the UK. And what better way to experience what the UK is really like than going to London. You're gonna have the best of the best and the worst of the worst, all in one massive, massive city. So, join me as we go and explore a little bit of London. Let's go. Another thing, guys, do you know how much a bloody return ticket to London is? I live an hour away. £30. Get a load of that, £30. I mean, there is something wrong with this country, and that is what we're going to be exploring today. I'm not getting political or anything like that, but ask anyone on the street, and they'll say the exact same thing. The exact same thing. So, yeah, let's have a little look. Let's go to London. So guys, what does a £30 train ticket get you in the UK? Well, let me tell you this. You get a tray table, right? No squeaking, very nice. Legroom situation, not great. I mean, you've got one leg free there, but you can't actually, like, you put it up there, I guess? But you can't actually use it because there's bloody bars in the way. But yeah, not the greatest experience for 30 quid. I mean, for 30 quid you can literally fly to so many different cities, even from Gatwick Airport. You go to Stansted, you go to Luton, you can fly to pretty much 5 different countries maybe for 30 quid, especially one way, no doubt. I've never seen that in my entire life. There we go, guys. We have reached central Wembley and we're going to walk down to another part. This is mainly in the centre of Brent. And yeah, I've heard interesting things about this area, so let's go for a little walk, have a little explore, see what there is to do, see what the people like. And yeah, the first thing you noticed is the smell of spice in the air. It's incredibly strong. All the delicious things you can get at Sham Cafe. See these popping up everywhere in the UK at the moment. There seems to be some, obviously in India they have chai wallas everywhere, like street food vendors, and it seems to be some sort of tea. In the tea they put cardamom, cinnamon, all sorts of stuff in there, and it tastes almost creamy as well. Very interesting flavour, and I do recommend that you get some. You can get masala tea as well. Wow. First place in the UK where I've seen where you can get that, but I'll have to go and try that in a bit at some point. Obviously you've got your classic phone shops, so you find that anywhere. It's nothing, you know, really special. Same as stuff like this, any other town in the UK you'd get that. But the thing that's interesting about this area is when you turn left down the street, and that's when it gets a little bit more interesting. So yeah, just around the corner. That's weird. You've got England flag, Scotland, then you've got a random Romanian flag. This is supposed to have like the highest concentration of Pakistani Indian in London, right? Maybe in the UK, I don't know. Bradford would probably top that though. You just got random Romania flag. What's going on there? Fine though. I don't think you've seen any Romanians here though. Another really interesting thing that I've noticed, I'll just stop over here, there's like a gold shop or something. You've got, I don't know if it's Urdu, Bengali or Hindi, but yeah, you've got the really cool. There you go, you can get a fresh trim in Ravi Salon, get your money transferred. All sorts to do here in Southall, Brent. There you can get your curry supplies. Lovely. Once again, the smile isn't left, it's so strong. I've never experienced the closest thing that can come to it was when I went to Bangkok. You'd literally walk along the sidewalk or the pavement, whatever you want to call it. You get the smell of fruit. You just get the smell of fruit literally everywhere you go. Here it's more turmeric and cumin and other garam masala, other Indian spices that you can get. Yeah. This looks cool, look at this. Now I don't know my Hindu gods very well. I think that's Ganesh, I might be wrong. Yeah, these are all the things you can get. Wow. Such gold and such, wow. Such gold and such colour. This is what I love about Indian culture. There's so much colour, there's so much smells. I'd love to visit there one day. I really would. Literally just sensory overload everywhere you go. But yeah, back onto more of the topic at hand, the UK. What the hell? I've seen like 2 white people, and there's a fairly crowded area back there, maybe not so much here. But yeah, it's very interesting. I think with a very multicultural society like the UK and London really being the heart of that, you're realistically, you know, there's going to be concentrations here and there. And compared to some other countries like Germany, Sweden, where they house a lot of refugees and migrants in particular areas, somewhere like this is just very normal. And as a result, everything looks so different. You wouldn't get something that colourful just walking down the street where I'm from, which is a very, very white area. So yeah, let's keep going and see if there's anything down there. It's looking kind of residential up in this point. But yeah, let's have a look. Maybe there'll be something cool at the end. Bit rubbish, a lot of rubbish. I think that's actually an abandoned house. Yeah, I think it is. Just a random abandoned house in literally the centre of London. Let's try it. So we got this chai drink. Now, as I say, I think that's a bit of cinnamon, a bit of cardamom, and like a creamy tea, I believe. Then we've got a Punjabi samosa, and I have no idea what actually makes it Punjabi, but we're gonna try it out and see if it's any good. I'm probably gonna really burn my mouth doing this, but let's just give it a go and see what a Punjabi samosa is about. Let's try a little bit of chai. Surprisingly, I didn't burn my mouth, but I think if that doesn't burn my mouth, I think this will. Ten out of 10. That's actually really good. Really creamy and quite spicy as well. 10 out of 10. Right, now the next place we're going to is Far East. So we're going from more West London to more central North London. Now, this place was built in the 60s, in the height of the Soviet Union, even though it's a Western country. Now, it uses brutalist architecture, which is really weird. You would think you would not use your enemy's architecture, but here we are. So let's go down there. A few stops on the overground. Check this out. So this is Alexandra and Ainsworth Estates. Now this is sort of like central North London, probably doesn't fall into what I would call central London, kind of northish, we're going to call it that. All brutalist architecture, made during the Cold War. But we're not in Russia, we're in the UK. Actually looks pretty badass, to be fair. Like, say what you want, it's kind of ugly, but there's so much greenery as well. Putin die. So much greenery as well. Livens it up a little bit, doesn't it? Makes it a little bit, I wouldn't even say it's an eyesore really. It's pretty nice. I feel like a bit of a prick walking around saying how ugly everything is, these people with their windows open. Sorry about that. Is there a way that we can get up there? Because can you imagine an aerial view of the entire thing? That would be so cool. But I don't know if there's a way. I looked over there, I saw some lifts, so I might come back to that at some point. But yeah, let's have a little look around. Let's see what there is. Just mad they haven't like knocked it down and changed it to something a bit more modern. Bear in mind, we're literally 20 minutes away from fairly central London. It goes down as well. That's sick. It's quite smart how they've literally done it there and then up. They're kind of cool-ish design. Very nice. I mean, can you imagine if it didn't have the greenery? It'd literally be so different. Let's go up here. Actually, it goes quite high up, doesn't it? Does it go higher? Yes, it does. Hi, mate. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Then the other side, wow. That's incredible. It really is. See, I'm not really into photography, but if I was into photography, this would be a hell of a spot, wouldn't it? Christ, I wonder how much these cost. I will put a price up for you guys if I can find it. If not, then I won't. But yeah, wow. I mean, how do you even know if you like first move in here? How do you know which house is yours? Because it looks identical. You're not gonna know what's yours. You've got like 40k, you know, 44J just to make it more difficult. You know, why don't bother with 41 or 42 or 43, just go straight 44. There's 44 again. There's 47. Does it work like upwards? But then there was 5 stories. Christ. These lifts, I bet you these lifts are dodgy. Should we go in a lift? Let's go in a communist, not communist lift and experience if we die inside, which we probably will, but all in the name of exploring Camden, which by the way is the next place we're going to go to. We're going to go to the Camden market, have a little look around there. It's a little bit more touristy, a little bit more central, and yeah, let's have a little look. That's weird as well. Why is there no closing? What does B mean? Basement? Looks nicer down here. Got some benches, we'll have some lunch. First date idea. Come here, have some lunch, go up a dodgy lift. Honestly, this place is just as much garden as it is cool brutalist apartments. Absolutely crazy. That's where they park their cars, down this end. So if obviously you live on the far end, you do get the short end of the stick. This needs a trim. Sorry, this is not a gardening YouTube channel. Now the next place I absolutely hate. I've been there once before, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, right? Full of hippies. Yeah, want to be Brighton basically, and I don't like Brighton either. That's for another video. Yeah, let's check out Camden town, have a little walk around, trying to throw up. I just hate it. I don't even have too many words to say why I hate it, but I hate the people. They just think they're better than everyone else. But you know, let's have an open mind. Let's give it a go. Check out the town as well, obviously. That's what this video is about. It's about showing you what the UK is like, and as soon as you walk out the main areas, this is what you see. A fair bit of graffiti, you know, and I'm not trying to plan this out to be political or to look a particularly bad way. I'm just going around a few random areas. I haven't even went to South or East London. I haven't even went to the dodgy areas, and I'm just showing you what I happen to see when I come here, you know. And whether that's good or bad, so be it. I don't care. So this is Camden Market. Now when you think market, when you go abroad and stuff like that, you think like an authentic place where you can experience the local foods, blah blah blah. Here it's very different. Very, very different. It's more for, I'm surrounded by them, but for people who think they're better than everyone else. But let's keep an open mind. I've just ruined someone's Instagram shot. I'm so sorry, everyone. But the show must go on. The show must go on. Let's have a look down here. You can get paintings, if you wish, of Cristiano Ronaldo, or the Queen blowing bubblegum, or Eminem in black and white, Wolf of Wall Street. Meanwhile, people are dying.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I think we're finally coming to the end of the world's busiest overpriced market in maybe all of London. I don't know, but if you want to go to something a little bit better that's still fairly touristy and easy to go to see, go to Borough Market. It will be just as busy. I bet you're right. Yeah, it'll be just as busy, and it will be just as expensive. Actually, maybe don't go to Borough Market. It's a bit too expensive. Don't go to central London if you want good food. Chinatown, there's some great food. Kind of central London, that's probably the best you're going to get if you want authentic, different food that isn't just fish and chips. Other than that, just go to a good old chippy. That's the best way to go, isn't it? But yeah, not the best authentic market, not my thing, but I can understand why people like it. It's got these cute little Instagrammable stalls, you know, you walk past and there's a random horse. Take your photo next to the horse if you so desire. It's a free country. But yeah, not for me, not for me. There's the Camden Lock for you tourists out there. Let's go a little walk through the town. There should be a tube station at the end. Once we've passed through that tube station, we can go to even more central London, the most central of central London. We're going to go to a place even worse than Camden. Something interesting has caught the corner of my eye. These didn't used to be here. They started popping up a lot in Oxford Circus, Oxford Street. There's these stores here, American candy stores. Now, the main thing with these is they're all for money laundering. That's the primary use of them. So people will come, sell their American sweets to generally tourists, you know, coming, and they'll use that money as a front for their drugs or whatever the bloody hell they're saying. Just Google it if you don't believe me. There's quite a few different articles on it that you can read. But aside from that, once again, I get the charm of these weird buildings, all of that, but yeah, way too busy for me personally. There you go, Pride Crossing, everyone. Don't spend your money on police, spend it on Pride Crossings. Really good use of taxpayers' money. We've got the worst of the worst of the worst. Oxford Street. Busy, crowded, more of those American sweet shops. I'm sure that's when you know it's a good area. But yeah, just wanted to show you everything that goes on. You know, people on the streets. People will come up to you as well and try and sell you, like, I don't know what they are. They're charity things about knife crime, but they go up to you and they'll press your chest, right? And then they'll say something along the lines, oh, you dropped something, you gotta drop something, and then they give you a flyer. It's like, come on, man, I'm not interested. I do care, but your flyer isn't going to make a difference, and most people in this country can't afford to donate to you regardless. So yeah, that's what I think to that. Anyway, this is Oxford Street. I'm gonna get the hell out of here, go to somewhere I actually want to go. Signing off.